Hello, I just want to make a video real quick. Working on a 2011 Nissan Juke, and before I even did it, I watched videos on how people do it, and I was pretty mind blown over how people are doing it. And as I lifted it up, I mean, I've been working on cars for 22 years now, and there's always another way. So that made me look into it, and I'm working on this one that needs a clutch, and everyone's talking about the bolt and how the bolt is so impossible to get to that you got to rip the whole front of it off. Well, I'm making this video because I laughed when I actually got into the job myself and realized you don't have to touch none of the front end at all. Here's the car that I'm working on. Haven't touched underliner at all on this side. Sorry about my video. It's my cell phone. That's all I'm working with. This side, you come to the driver's side, you do gotta take these three off right here. That opens it up because you got a ground wire over here. You got the little cable bracket you got to get to. That's about it on this side. And then when you, here, let me go up a little bit. See, the problem is what people get scared about is basically the problem is on these is that bolt that they're complaining about. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a really messed up design. The bolt right there, as you can see, that's the starter bolt. That's to show you how close it is from there to there. Yeah, you can't get a long wrench on there. Impossible. I've tried 5 different things. Couldn't get it to work. As you can tell, the fan, everything's in there, not touched. It's in there. So the problem is you can't get leverage. So basically what I do is I use this, just a breaker bar. So I reach up there. As you can see, my wrench is on the bolt still. I reach up there and I put that on the tooth of it. And what I do is I smack it up with a hammer and it breaks it loose. And when it breaks it loose, you can reach up with your left hand on that side, your right one on this one, just hit it a couple times up until it's loose. And then you can reach up there and you can twist the bolt out by your fingers. And then you just leave the bolt sitting there. The bolt's just sitting up in there right now. And then when you put the tranny in, the tranny will push the bolt back, and then you just and it's pretty easy to turn. And then you just twist it in, and then you just get this. And when you get to the top, you just do it reversed. And you can just reach up there and you can pry down with your hand and get enough leverage to tighten that bolt. And that is the reason why everybody pulls the front end of these apart. And it just makes no sense to me. Because I did this, I had this out in about 45 minutes, me and my worker. And yeah, and then up top, you don't have to touch any of the ECU stuff, any of the wiring, nothing. The mount, the aluminum mount can stay there. Don't gotta touch it. You just take the air box out. The hardest thing is sometimes the axle seizes in there, but that is barely. And yeah, you can literally do a clutch in these in like 2.5 hours. So I hope this saves a lot of people some time and headache, because I sat there and I just laughed because that's just so much more work that you don't have to do. And yeah, hopefully this saves you guys, and thank you.